Hi everybody, it's Saturday the 4th of March 2023 and I just wanted to make a quick video referring you to watch a couple of different videos that have come out recently that really highlight the problems that players and developers have of multiplayer games when it comes to cheating. And the first one is by Goat, which is called The Wiggle That Killed Tarkov. That's Escape from Tarkov. You've probably seen lots of videos where people are reacting to this video. At the time of recording my video, it's got 1.5 million views, and in this video Goat basically highlights how easy it is to download and use ESP cheats. So this is where, as you kind of see it on the screen right now, can't you, where in the game you can see where other players are, you can see their stats, you've got a radar down in the bottom right hand corner so you can see not only where other players are but also which way they're looking at as well. And Tarkov uses, I believe it uses the BattlEye anti-cheat system. So, you know, it's a system that's used by lots of other games as well. And he goes on to say, look, when you're playing Tarkov, and this isn't just Tarkov, this is any online multiplayer game on PC, there's a very good chance that if you're in a full lobby, so you're in a game with lots of people, there's probably going to be a cheater in there using something like ESP. And that kind of makes you think, oh, does that mean that PC multiplayer games, you know, is it a waste of time? Should you not therefore play them? Well, of course the answer is no, of course you should. Jeez. However, what's really interesting as well is to watch The Wiggle That Killed Tarkov. Now, it's 40 minutes long, but you'll get the idea after about 20 minutes. What you want to watch as well is Blue Drake's video on how to make a game better. Now, Blue Drake has just dropped his project that he's been working on for the last couple of years, the Operation Harsh Doorstop game, which is free to play on Steam. It's fully mod supported. It's a very interesting project that hopefully will build into something even bigger. But the idea is it's an open source game, which is really a platform for other people to come in and make mods in a similar way that like Arma 3 is, or DayZ is to an extent as well. So the game becomes expanded and developed by other people. And one of the criticisms that Blue Drake got when he released Operation Harsh Doorstop was the fact that there's no built-in anti-cheat. And so in this video, and where he starts talking about this is about 2.5 minutes long, 2.5 minutes into this video, because he's kind of explaining the criticisms that his game is getting. He goes into quite a lot of detail about why anti-cheats don't work, and how in fact having an anti-cheat on your game will only spot really obvious cheaters, and in fact often anti-cheat can restrict developers and players in what they can do, and they also can be very expensive for developers as well. Basically what Blue Drake goes on to say is that really the best way to deal with cheaters in online multiplayer PC games is to have player-owned servers. So and I'm not very good. I don't know that much about the history of player-owned servers in PC games. But what he basically says is, look, when multiplayer gaming first kind of really started on PC, the servers you would be playing on would be hosted by a person. They would hire a server, or they'd run it on their local PC, and they would admin that server as well. And that's the critical thing. A bit like in DayZ, where, you know, in DayZ we have community servers and we have public servers, don't we? So the public servers, which are owned and run by Bohem Interactive, in DayZ case, there's no admin on there. Nobody's checking to see what players are doing, so it's going to be the Wild West. Anything could be happening. But the best solution to get rid of cheaters is to have a server where you've got admins on it who are looking out for cheaters, and have ban systems in place, and maybe have even developed their own anti-cheat detecting software and routines that can spot ESP, can spot speed hackers, can spot aimbotters, all this sort of stuff. And it's a very interesting view or listen to watch these two videos from two different points of view. So obviously the answer that Blue Jake would have would be, for something like Tarkov, would be, look, why don't you have player-run servers so that players can admin them? Now, the problem that I see with this is the fact that in order to play something like Tarkov or DayZ, and to have that multiplayer experience, even Operation Harsh Doorstop in a server, you need to have quite a large community. so that it makes running those servers worthwhile in terms of the fact that you can get a full server so you can enjoy the game in the way it's meant to be played. You know, it's no point having a Tarkov server with 2 people on it or just yourself on it. You know, you can do that for something like DayZ because it's an adventure game, and I personally like playing DayZ like that. But there's no point in me having an Operation Half Doorstop server with just me running around on it, because it's a multiplayer game. At the moment, there are no sort of survival or adventure mechanics from it. But it's very, very interesting, this video, because it really makes you see the point of view of, you know, developers and Blue Drake saying, look, the cheaters are always going to be one step ahead of the developers and the anti-cheat people. So the best way to police this is to have player-run servers with active admins who are looking out for this. Obviously, you need dedicated people for that. Of course, the other thing you can do is you can come and play console DayZ or develop your game for console. But the problem with that is then it becomes very difficult to have mods, doesn't it? You know, I know we're seeing that with Arma Reforger, with the workshop being built into the game, but that it doesn't always run that very well, and there's definitely lots of restrictions on that. So yeah, it made me see things in a different way, and it made me appreciate things like, for DayZ, things like Spaggy's vanilla servers, or any server, if you want to play it in a particular way. So with me, it might be vanilla or slightly hardcore. If you have a community that has an active admin team that are looking out for cheaters and do something about it, that's a really valuable resource that we should appreciate and take advantage of in the terms of using it, you know, and doing things that way. So highly recommended to watch both these videos: The Wiggle That Killed Tarkov by Goat, and How to Make Our Game Better by Blue Drake 42. Again, on Blue Drake's video, it's about 2.5 minutes in when he starts talking about the reality of anti-cheat systems in PC games. So there you go. I wanted to get that out today, and I hope everybody has a great weekend. If you found the video useful, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and we'll of course see you again soon.